My name is Vish Bajaj. I am the CEO of ValueFirst Digital Media. Especially because of COVID times, there is a lot of interest as to how our finance minister will balance the economic agenda as well as the social reform agenda. Also, this is an election year in terms of at least some key states are going into election. So that always has a bearing on how government acts out. And more importantly, the economy is already improving. We have seen significant positive developments. So we do not want to lose the momentum on that. So I think the finance minister will have a very interesting challenge to balance all of these things. As a country, we have seen that a lot of FDI has come into India. We have seen a lot of startups getting funded, as well as a lot of unicorns happening in the last year. So all of that has been very, very good, apart from government spending heavily on infrastructure. But things have been changing. One, that the interest rates outside India have been going up. As a result, it is expected, at least in the short term, that foreign investment into India may reduce. So what this really means is that we must ensure through the budget some specific items which take care of this. For example, availability of credit should be made easy. It should be made as smooth as possible in terms of process as well. And I think because government is going to continue on infrastructure spending, we believe that the Make in India initiative should also get a very special impetus, especially because it is being driven by local companies. And in that context, it is critical that these companies have availability of credit. They have incentives to make the right kind of capital expenditure decisions. And this can only come through if, for example, government can reduce the direct taxes and some of the indirect taxes. And I think it is not only important to reduce taxes, but it is also important, for example, to make the process of, say, for example, GST much easier. Because instead of having monthly returns, if we can have quarterly returns, it takes a lot of process overhead away. And businesses can focus on the core job of their business. So we expect that reduction in taxes should happen, but that should be accompanied with ease in processes as well. Because of the COVID experience, a lot of companies are now moving towards work from home. That is one point. Second is that even consumers are now spending digitally. Because of all this, companies are already pushing their digital transformation agendas. So I think government must incentivize all of this movement because it is great for economy. For example, there could be incentives available for capex. If some of the expenses which are allowed to be taken off from the income, that will help businesses make the right decisions. So, for example, first thing which government must do is that it should definitely continue to do the rollout of broadband in tier 2, tier 3 cities and as much as possible, because that is critical. And on top, the corporates must on their side push. For example, if they have to give infrastructure to their own employees for work from home, like laptops and broadband allowance and so on, and any other thing which supports work from home. So that must be done by the corporates. And corporates should be allowed to take off those costs through the income. If you see a lot of startups which are coming up in health tech, ed tech space, they are anyway doing what we could call as leading or cutting edge innovation in these sectors. This must continue. So I think sectors which are heavily dependent on internet uh, should be given as many incentives as possible.
For more updates from CXO TV, please like and subscribe to our channel.